Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Fourth down.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Open man, Gronkowski complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even Defensively, for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, first and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 20! He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe feet.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Taken down and sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter. Three is underway. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 34.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Broncos push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? It's caught by Mike Evans. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that. Don't go for the mousetrap. Tend to go towards him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game. And stay on the field. On
second down, It's Jones, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Broncos 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down now, Brennan. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. work this one up to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 40.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Broncos.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Broncos, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on